Hello guys, in previous section I talked about x arguments. Let's go and in this section let's talk about xx arguments. What are them? Let's talk about the difference that between the x arguments and also xx arguments that we have. What's the difference between these two? If you can remember from previous section that I talked about x arguments, it was for non-keyword arguments. But when we want to use keyword arguments, we should use xxargs. How we can use them and what is keyword arguments at all? Let's define simple function. For example, the name of the function will in true. For the x arguments, we use something like this, and then we define that, and we use that, and we wrote a for through the arguments, and after that we can print or do anything else with the arguments. For xx arguments, we need just to have 2 stars instead of 1 here in the argument, and I can say for key and value in args.items. Just I want to print, for example, name. I want to print something like this. Let's have this is this dot format key and value. What will happen in this line? It will go through and make a loop through the arguments, and after that it will print and put the key here, and after that is between them, and after that we can have value. How we can call this function? For example, in true, let's call it like this, and I can simply say name Hussein. Last underline name, let's put it as first name, first underline name, last name, and we can have, for example, age. Okay, let's run it. As you can see, in output we have first name. This one is the key that we have here, and the value is something like this. Okay, first name is, last name is, and age is 27. Okay, it's something that we are using keyword arguments. When we want to call the function like this, we should use xx arguments, and these are the keywords that we are passing to the function. I can pass as many as argument and keywords as want here, or maybe just one like this. And let's delete them, and let's put it just for one argument here. And here this 3 print is for the line 5, and this print, the last one I mean, is for line 6. It's something that we are using and we can use in keyword arguments and use the xxargs. Let's have another example. Let's assume that for our first argument, we know that we want to pass name. Okay, so we have first name here, but for others, we are not sure if we are passing the age, we are passing the last name, or anything else. So just we can simply use xx arguments here again, args, and simply we can have something like this, print, for example, name is this, and let's have first name here. Simply we have a print here, and we are printing the name. After that we should make a loop through the arguments that we have, because we don't know there is 1, 2, 3, and it's a list. We should make a for loop through that. For key and value that we have in args.item, we can simply have this line again and print it out. And let me run it again and go through that with same inputs. And if I run this, you can see again the same response like before. Okay, but as our first argument here, we should pass the name like this, and after that we can pass other arguments that we want. What will happen if we just pass the first name here and don't pass others? Let me comment out this line. It just will go through the first line, and I'm in line 9, and after that it prints the name like this. And we don't have any items as arguments here, so it won't print anything. It's something that we have in xx arguments.